Every adventure starts the same way, with an idea that slowly turns into a plan. For us, that plan was to take our first overlanding trip through the backcountry of Washington. Just a map, a weekend plan, and our Lexus we'd spent a year building for moments like this. We wanted to test it, and ourselves, out in the mountains of Washington.
Epic views out here.
So epic!
For months, I'd been turning this Lexus into a tiny home on wheels. Nothing crazy, just what we needed to travel comfortably. Something simple, capable, a small space that could take us anywhere and feel like home when we got there. We wanted a place to sleep, to cook, and to sit quietly at the end of the day. Power for our fridge and gear. Just the things that made sense for the way we travel. Every bolt and upgrade had a purpose. To take us farther. To make us self-reliant. To make the unknown feel like home. But out there, 2 days deep into the mountains with no signal, rough roads, and no one around, we realized something. Excitement may have taken us farther than preparation. We made a mistake. The Washington Backcountry Discovery Route, or BDR, is a network of off-road trails that runs from the Oregon border all the way to Canada. It's divided into 6 sections, each one carving through a different part of the state, from the desert valleys in the south to the rugged Cascade Mountains up north. Our plan was to take on Section 3, about 70 miles from Ellensburg to Wenatchee. It was early June, and we knew snow might still be waiting for us at the top. We weren't sure how far we'd make it. Before we could even reach the start of the route, though, we needed a place to spend the night. The sun was already dropping, and we knew we wouldn't make it to the trailhead before dark. We knew of a few lakes on the map, tucked into the Cascades, and figured if we were lucky, we might find a quiet place to camp nearby.
Real tight.
The map showed a path that might lead to the lake, but we couldn't tell if it actually did. Turning back wasn't an option. Daylight was fading fast. The road started to tighten. Dense trees, steep drop-offs, and that uneasy feeling when you realize you're not totally sure where the trail goes. So we pressed on, hoping the path would open up. The forest cleared, and there it was, a mirror-still lake surrounded by mountains with just enough light left to set up camp. We'd stumbled onto one of the most breathtaking spots we'd ever seen, and we had it completely to ourselves. After a long day of chasing maps and sunlight, this place felt like a reward. The first night of our trip, and already a reminder of why we came out here. Moments like this are why we built this rig, for the freedom to end up somewhere completely unplanned, and somehow exactly where you're supposed to be. you just never forget. It's hard to leave places like this, but the adventure was just getting started. Before heading out, we decided to hit a few of the trails around the lake just for fun. A little test run to see how the GX felt off pavement. The trails around the lake turned into our little playground. Every bump and climb reminded us why we built it. Not just to get it somewhere, but to have fun getting there. After a little exploring, it was time to move on. We packed up camp, took one last look at the lake, and pointed the truck towards Ellensburg, the official start of Section 3. From Ellensburg, the route climbs fast, up into the hills and toward the heart of the Cascades. Our goal was simple: make it about halfway through and find a spot to camp for the night. But we had no idea where that might be or what we'd run into along the way. As we climbed higher into the mountains, the forest around us changed. What started as thick evergreens slowly gave way to miles of gray, standing trees, lifeless but still reaching for the sky. This was the aftermath of the 2012 Washington wildfires, a series of over 1,300 fires that swept across the state, burning more than 250,000 acres. Standing in it now, more than a decade later, it still feels heavy, quiet, almost sacred. But even here, nature's already rebuilding. You can see new life pushing through the ash, a reminder that recovery always follows destruction. We continued climbing, weaving through the burn and into the high ridges ahead, the real heart of Section 3.
Looked like you were gonna fly away.
It's an incredible view from right there. You can see everything.
After taking in the view from the lookout, we continued deeper into the mountains, unsure where we'd end up for the night. We drove for a couple more hours, winding through endless forest roads, when we stumbled across something unexpected. A vacant horse camp. It wasn't exactly the kind of rugged backcountry spot we imagined finding on the trail. But after being in the rig all day, we weren't about to pass it up.
End of our trip. Back it up. Not the very end. Still gotta make it home, but you're the trail expert. I'm just here for the ride.
Get the horse. Get the horse.
Very sad to be going. But we're gonna remember this weekend forever. First overlanding trip. Oh yeah, the wind was crazy. I still love the dead forest we went through. We had a little friend in our fire pit and we had to get rid of him. He was dead. It was sad. It was really sad. Poor guy. Yeah, look at that hard-working man. That's my hard-working man. Lies! Lies! I do a lot of stuff, but there's times I do nothing.
Serena is manning the Overlander.
Off-roading. Look at these trees. Oh my gosh. on, buddy. Look at those ears.
The first few hours were perfect. Smooth trail, mint views, and even a few curious deer that stopped to watch us go by.
Whoa. Epic views out here. So epic! Like, what you guys doing? I think it's a boyfriend and girlfriend because one has horns and the other doesn't.
But as we climbed higher, the trail began to change. We eventually hit snow.
Well, we hit snow. First part of snow.
It wasn't deep, but enough to make us stop and think. There was some tracks cutting through, which meant someone had made it across. We'd come too far to turn around, so we pressed on. The GX handled it beautifully, and for a moment, we thought we were in the clear. But that's when the real challenge began.
Go back a little bit. Okay. And now give it a little bit more gas. You're gonna go over this bump. Give it some gas. Back up a little bit more and get a little bit more momentum. Stop.
The road narrowed, more and more until it felt like we had half a foot of dirt between us and a cliff that dropped hundreds of feet straight down. Every turn made our hearts pound a little faster. The trail was soaked, rutted, and slick. Traction was hard to find. Then we hit a steep climb, wet, uneven, snow, and with no room to back up. We took a few deep breaths and went for it. The first attempt, no traction, slid back down. Second attempt, same thing. Third time, I gave it everything, and the tires bit. The GX clawed forward, and somehow we made it up. finally stopped, the reality hit me. If something had gone wrong out there, if we'd slipped, broken down, or gotten stuck, we had no way to call for help. No cell service, no satellite communicator, nothing. There was still snow on the pass. If we'd been stranded, it could have been weeks before anyone came through. That's when it sank in. We made a mistake.
See, look at the city over there.
The rest of the route was smooth, easy roads and open skies. But my mind kept going back to that narrow section. It was a hard lesson, but one that could save a life. We learned how important it is to be prepared, to have a way to communicate, to let someone know where you're going. Because out here, it doesn't take much for things to go wrong.
What do you think? Woo, new GoPro. How's your adrenaline? Feeling good? Coming back down? We're feeling better. We're feeling better.
Because when you're that far out, help isn't minutes away. It could be weeks.
On the road again.
We finished the route that day, exhausted, grateful, and already planning how to be better prepared next time.
Done with the dead forest, in with the long-lived forest. Where? Oh, I see him. Well, looks like we made it through. We made it. We've hit road. We've hit real road.
First trip in the books.
First trip in the books. Ah, now we just gotta air up and then go home, shower, eat.
Every trip teaches you something new about your rig, the land, and yourself. This one reminded us just how small we are out there and how much respect these places deserve.
You did good, babe.